Done it. Done it. Well, guys, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? We're back playing Fall Classic Baseball. Awesome. This is our 1982 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is game number 17 of the season. It's against the Chicago Cubs. Man, it seems like we've been playing a lot of games against the Cubs recently. And now we gotta not do that, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Does it? I don't think so. Alright, so, yeah, let's see. Let's move this over here so you guys can see what's going on. So I was going to play with the Excel helper files and keep track in Stratomatic, but for some reason, Stratomatic is a piece of crap. The computer version, I don't know if I've mentioned this ever, but the computer version of Stratomatic Baseball is a piece of crap. So when I went to sim the day, it just started simming like day after day after day, and I was like, wait a minute, that is more than one day. Stop. And then it took 30 seconds to stop. Take me out to the ball game, says Dave Little. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. So anyways, it simmed all the way through May 8th, so now I can't go in and keep track of things. So I don't know what we're going to do, but I figured, yeah. Let's look at today's lineups. We'll get over it, I guess. So Kirk Gibson back in the lineup, and he's actually, oops, I got to just ignore that. Kirk Gibson's in right field today. Jay Bell is the shortstop. Andy Van Slyke, center fielder. Barry Bonds, left fielder. Orlando Merced at first. Steve Brissell at third. Mike Lavier is the catcher. What is going on there? Wow. Okay. Mike Lavier is the catcher, Jeff King's first base, and Randy Tomlin is the pitcher today for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Over there, let's see who's over there. Jerome Walton, left fielder. Sammy Sosa in center field. Mark Grace is at first. Ryan Sandberg at second. Andre Dawson is right. Hector Villanueva is some position that I have to look up. This is game number 17. All right. That is going to be catcher. Luis Salazar is at third. Chico Walker is at third. Luis Salazar is at short. Chico Walker's at third. All right, I am going to have to change these things. So give me a second. Give me just a second here, because if I don't do it... All right, Hector Villanueva is the catching position. Oops. Let's go cap locks. Catcher. He's going to be a shortstop. Chico Walker is going to be third base. All right, let's see if that'll actually fix it. Yeah, because we want to make sure everyone's in the right position, because that way I can get the range and arm and error ratings right off of the program, which would be super helpful. Southpaw. Wishing you and your family a happy and healthy new year. How are you liking Fall Classic Baseball? Thinking of adding this to my rotation. Southpaw, great game. Really good. You get tons and tons of players with it. Highly recommend it. It can be expensive. You can get the PDFs and print out the cards and print them out yourself, which makes it a little cheaper. Now let's fix Pittsburgh here. We're gonna go with where are we gonna go? Roster. Right. Kirk Gibson's gonna be what? Right fielder? Is that where he's at? Yeah, that should fix that. All right, so everyone's now in position where they should be. Good for us. All right, and as you can see, we got our little dice here, right? So we're going to be looking at these cards. These black dice is a modifier dice because sometimes it'll be like home run on a 1 to 12, and then our pink dice will be our out dice. So we ignore this, other than the out result or base running result. It's basically the result dice. So let's get going. So this way you guys can see the score, you can see the plays, you can see the fielders' positions and stuff. So when I'm talking about like, oh, it's an error check on Jose Lind, you guys can see he's got an error of 2. I'll try and point it out when we do it a couple times, just so you guys can see. So let's try and do it. So first thing we have to do, obviously, and this is one of the cool things I like about Fall Classic, is it's a good way to simulate pitchers having. Let's just move this down for a little bit, so you can see Greg Maddux here. You can have a really good day, you can have a normal day, or you can have a bad day based on what you roll. So 1 to 6, it's a good day. 7 to 14, excuse me, is a average day, and then 15 to 20 is a bad day. And I think that's a good way of kind of, that's the way to put it. You know, you got a really tough pitcher and you're like, oh, we got no chance, we got no chance. But if the pitcher's having a bad day, then maybe you do have a chance. So Greg Maddux, 14. So he is going to be having a B day. So it'll highlight it in yellow. Randy Tomlin, Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher. Ooh, he's going to have a good day. All right, so he's on the A column. So Maddux is having a normal day, and Tomlin's going to have a good outing, and hopefully that might matter. So, all right, so now we can start. So you got Kirk Gibson against the right-hander Greg Maddux. It's very kind of similar-ish if you look at the player cards to like APA. Or if you roll doubles, usually that's where you get the good results. 6-6, 5-5, 4-4, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1. Then there will be some auto outs and strikeouts and stuff. And then sometimes you'll go, if there's no result, you look at the pitcher card under that number. So that's basically how it's played. Pretty quick, simple. And yeah, let's try it. Maddux versus Gibson. Gibson is a lefty. All right, so that is a 24 from Gibson. 24 is an out. Just, it just says out, right? Oh, well, you guys can't see that. I'll turn it around so you guys can kind of see. So you can see down there, 24 is an out. 32 would be an out. 12 is an out. 13, 14, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't tell you what kind of out it is. That's what you look at this dice for. That dice, there's a chart for kind of like APA. There's boards for each different position, different kind of, runner at first, nobody on, blah, blah, blah. And you look at the 20-sider, we roll the 3. The 3 is going to be a split. Is he a lefty or right-hander? Gibson's a left-hander, so it's going to be ground out to first, and that's that. So we got to ground out down to first. There we go. All right, Gibson's out. One away. Here we go. Jay Bell, the shortstop. Well, that stuck on my finger, but that really helped Jay Bell because that is a 6-6, and that is lined into center field, and that's going to get by Sosa. Sosa's in center field? Really? Yes, he is. All right. Just wanted to make sure I didn't screw that up. And Sosa's not going to get that one until it bounces off the wall. He's going to turn around, and Jay Bell is in with a one-out double. Jay Bell. So now we have a runner on second chart. Andy Van Slyke, Mr. All-American. Let's see what he can do. Andy Van Slyke. 45. 45 is a blank on Van Slyke, so you look at Maddox. Maddox again is having a B day. So 45 is an out. And we looked at the white or the pink dice, and that says 1. With the runner at second, it's going to be ground out to the pitcher. Unless the pitcher has a weak arm. That's why I wanted to get the cards up, because it's much easier than trying to. And in this case, Maddox has got an average arm. So he will hold the runner on the ground out to the pitcher. Ground out to the pitcher. So Bell will stay. And that brings up Barry Bonds, the left fielder. Hope everyone's doing good. Having a good night. Everyone good? All right. That's a 52 Bond. So 51, 52, and 53 are special, as you can see kind of here on the screen. 51 and 52 are error checks. 53 is range checks. So that is a 52. So that's going to be an error check. It's going to be rolling an error check. And the 2-6-9 dice will tell us who it's on. 33. 52 and a 33 is going to be on the pitcher. Pitcher error check. And if we just slide this out of the way, you will see each of the pitchers has an error. He's an error of 11. We rolled a 19, though. So Maddox is going to make the play, back-to-back plays by Maddox. And he's going to not have the error. And that'll be it. So the double goes nowhere, and we go to bottom of the first. All right, so we already looked at the lineup, but there it is. You can kind of see it. All good here, IDJ. Always good to see your games. Going to sign off here in a few. Okay, well, thank you for coming by, Dave Whittle. I do appreciate it, my friend. So Tomlin is having a good day. Let's see if that helps him out here. 36 is blank. Tomlin, 36 is out. Out 8 is going to be a fly ball to center. One away. And that brings up Sammy Sosa, the center fielder. Sammy Sosa, 63 is blank. Tomlin, 63 is out. Out 11 is going to be a ground out. White dice tells you who it goes to. 3 is going to be the first baseman. So ground ball down to first. And we're done. Brings up Mark Grace. Of course, you would have stats and stuff if I was keeping. I think I originally started keeping track in ball score, and it was too much trouble putting on the lineups. But then I figured out how to add the lineups into the ball score, so that makes it so much easier to add games in and play them. So I'll probably just use ball score, because I'm not a big fan of Stratomatic computer to keep track of. It's just too hard. Too many clicks. Mark Grace. Mark Grace is 1-1. And so that is going to be a split. 1 to 6 is a single. Again, black dice is always our modifier dice. So that is going to be a 1. And that's going to be a single. So Grace, 2 out, single by Grace. That brings up Ryan Sandberg, second baseman. 52, so that's going to be an error check. Error check. Let's see what we got. 52 and a 21 is second base. Second baseman is Jose Lind. He's only an error of 2. We rolled a 5, so he's solid. He's going to make the play, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lind. Over to Marced at first for the out. So each team gets a hit in the first inning, but neither team can score. We go to the top of the second. Give me the dice. Orlando Marced, first baseman. 1, 2, 12. That's an out. Out 5. That's going to be a ground out to. He is going to be a lefty today since he's facing Maddox. So left-hander. Ground out to first. 1 away. Steve Michelle, third baseman. 61 blank. Maddox. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Perfect pitch. In there. Swing and a miss. Steve Michelle. 2 away. And that brings up the catcher, Mike Laviere. If you noticed our thumbnail print for this series, it's Mike Laviere trying to tag out the Atlanta Braves runner just inches away and unable to do it. That was Mike Laviere. Oh, 3-3 is going to be a walk. So a walk by Laviere. So once again, a 2-out man runner. Hey, Iturian Hobbyist, wonderful military strategy channel. Check him out. Does a great job. I love his stuff. So, good friend of mine. I want to have him back on and get to talk some more wargaming. So, hopefully, we'll arrange a schedule sometime this week or so. See if we can talk some more good stuff. Find out what happened over the holidays. It's been a good month since we had our little chat. So, it's like to get back and talk with him and see what's going on. 16 out 19 is right 5 ball to right, and that will do it for the top of the second. All right, brings up Andre Dawson, the right fielder. 26, and Dawson against, this is 26 is your lefty righty split match. You can see on the computer, can you see? Let's just click here. So you can see 26. Sometimes some batters will have it at 25 as well. So you can see if they're facing someone who throws left, it's an automatic single, otherwise it's an out. So 26 is your lefty-righty, and Tomlin is a left-hander. So that's going to be a single for Dawson. There is automatic base running or base stealing built into the game. You can see some of the results have pluses on them, which means if they get on base, then they'll try to steal. So you don't have to manage it yourself. So Dawson's on first. Hector Villanueva is up. Hector Villanueva. 33. That is an out on Villanueva. He only batted 152. So that's going to be an out with the runner at first. Out of 18. That's going to be a fly ball to center. And Dawson obviously will stand first. And I really should find a better place for this keyboard so I'm not breaking my back trying to get this in. Luis Salazar. 34 blank. Tomlin 34, and that's going to be a single. So we got a man on first and a single. So we're going to look at the 10 dice to find out what happens. On a single, 10 says one base. If there's 2 outs, an F or A runner goes 2 bases, but there's not. So it's just going to be a single And Dawson will go to second. So runners at first and second for the Cubbies. That brings up Chico Walker, batted 115 on the season. Let's see if he can do something here. 24 is an out. The out is going to be a 9. Fly out to right. A or F or A runner on second and third advance. Others hold. So, who's on second? It's going to be Dawson. Dawson, where is he? Dawson. There he is. He is an A runner. So he will tag up on the fly ball to right. And Salazar will stay. So runners at the corners now. 2A, and brings up Greg Maddux. He batted 170. So he's actually better than both Chico Walker and Luis Salazar, the 7 and 8 hitters. So he's got a better shot at doing something than they did. All right, 34. That's probably going to be a single off of Tomlin. That is a single. So we've got a single with runner at, what do we roll? We rolled the 15. So that's one base. If there are 2 outs, there is 2 outs, it's going to be 2 bases. So single, 2 bases for everyone. Dawson's going to come in to score. Salazar is going to advance to third. And the Cubs have a 1-0 lead off of Randy Tomlin, with the base hit by Greg Maddux. That brings up Jerome Walton. He flew out to center his first time. 2 outs. Runners still at the corners here. 1-0 Chicago. 32 is an out off of Walton. That out is going to be a 2. And the 2 says popped him up to number 2, which is the catcher. So popped him up to the catcher for the big out there. So damage mitigated by Tomlin there. He does give up a run, but not bad considering the situation. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. You only give up 1 run. That brings up Randy Tomlin. He batted 138 on the season. He had 9 hits. 53. Well, we're going to be doing a range play this time. Range play. One of the Cubbies has got to get to the ball. Let's find out who it is. That is a 41 on the range. Second baseman. Second baseman is going to be Ryan Sandberg. He's got a range of 12. We rolled a 4, so he's going to make the play. He's going to get to it just barely. Diving stop. Throw. No, that's not what I meant to do. Grounder to Sandberg for the out. That brings up Kirk Gibson. 1-0 Cubs are in the top of the 3rd inning. 45 is out. Out of 2. That's a pop-up again. White dice says 5. That's going to be third base this time. Popped him up to third. 2 away. That brings up Jay Bell, who doubled. Only hit for the Pirates so far. 23 is a strikeout. So Maddux with the big strikeout. And Maddux is through 3 with the Cubs. Greg Maddux with the Cubs. Unbelievable, huh? Who would have thought it? All right. Back to Chicago already. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 3rd. Sammy Sosa, Mark Grace, and Ryan Sandberg do up. 42 is blank. 42 on Tomlin is an out. 6. Ground out to short. Oop. Sosa's out. That brings up Mark Grace, who singled his first time up. 13 out. 9 is going to be a fly ball to right. 2-8, and Ryan Sandberg. 2-2, and that's going to be a single plus. So that's going to be a single by Sandberg. And the plus means he will then try to steal. So, he's got a stolen base of 15. I don't think the pitchers adjust it at all. But the catchers do. The catcher. And that's going to be Mike Lavier. And he has a arm of average, so no adjustment. So it's just going to be a straight up 15 or less. And if you roll 1 or 2, I think it's a possible error on the throw. So roll the 5. So that's going to be a stolen base. Base is already occupied. What? Base is not already occupied. So Sandberg with the single and a stolen base. That brings up Andre Dawson. Singled and scored a run in the second. Cubs up 1 here in the bottom of the third. Andre Dawson, 34, is going to be a single. So they hit that 34 again. That is a bad number on Tomlin's card. So, shoot. I forgot to look at what the dice was. Sorry. 3 is going to be 1 base. F runners are 2 bases. So, again, that's going to be Sandberg. What's Sandberg? Ryan Sandberger's average. So it's just going to be a 1 base advance on the single. All right, so runners at the corners once again for the Cubs. And there is, what do we have? Whoa, 2 outs. Big play here. Tomlin needs this one, or else he's going to be in trouble. Tribe fan, 879. Good to see ya, Tribe fan. 16 is a strike 3 called on Hector Villanueva for the out. And it's only a 1-0 game, even though Pittsburgh is being dominated here by the Cubs. It is 6 hits for the Cubs, only 1 for Pittsburgh, but it's only a 1-0 ball game. Andy Van Slyke. 51, that's going to be a defense check. Come here, you. 51 is a defensive check. $34, and that's going to be the first baseman error check on the first baseman. That's Mark Grace, error of 2, and we rolled a 15, so no error. Ground ball down to first. Grace bobbles it, recovers in time, throws Van Slyke out by his step. And that brings up Barry Bonds. Bonds grounded to first, or to the pitcher, first time up. 61 is blank. On Menix, 61 is a strikeout. 2A for Orlando Merced. 46 now. That is a ballpark home run check. So we look at our ballparks. Where is our cards? Here it is. So each ballpark has their card. 46 is usually the ballpark. And then we look at the 12 and we look on the card. He is going to be a lefty. 12 is going to be a foul ball. Roll again. So it's a foul ball, roll again. Put that right there for you guys if you want to look at it. Upside down. I know it's upside down, but so foul ball, that one went just into the stands. Orlando Merced hits another shot at it. 45 this time instead of 46. That's a blank. So 45 is going to be an out of 10. He's going to line out 2, 5 is going to be third base. So that's going to be a liner to third, and good snare by Chinko Walker. And that's it for the Pirates in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of 4. It is still only a 1-0 game. Tomlin can face 28 batters, so he's got, yeah, he can go another inning or two. Let's see. Luis Salazar, 16 out. Out of 4 is going to be ground out 2 seconds. All right, that brings up Chico Walker. Flew out to right field the last time up. 34, blank. 34 again is a bad number. Randy Tomlin's given up like 5 hits on that 34. Jeez Louise. So brings up Maddox. Maddox is a sacrifice hit of 5. Do you give... Maddox actually is 1 for 1 with a single. RBI single, actually. Do you bunt with Maddox? He's going to try the bunt. So, 6. He's a 5. So that is going to be a failed bunt. And it's going to pop it up to the catcher, we'll say. That's fine. He's supposed to look at the dice to see, but 2 is usually catcher anyways. So, anyways. So Maddox can't do his job. Maybe he should have just swung. Jerome Walt rolled for 2. 52. Error check. Error check. 43. Second base. That's going to be Jose Lind, and that is not going to be a problem for him. It's going to be ground ball to second, and that'll do it. All right, so we go to the 5th, cruising through this game rather quickly. It does play pretty quickly, especially once you memorize the charts. And the charts are not hard to, especially when there's no runners on, So like a 7 is a fly ball to left, an 8 is a fly ball to right, and 9 is a fly ball to right field. So there's only a few numbers you got to learn, like 10 is a line out, 11 is a ground out, and you got to find which position. But a lot of them, like 16 and 6, are ground out to short. All right, Maddox still cruising here. 1 hit so far. 64 is blank on Bichelle. Maddox 64 is an out. Out 16. That's going to be ground ball to short. 1 away. Mike Lavier, the catcher, walked his first time up. Blank. And that'll be an out of 4. It's going to be ground ball to second. 2 away. And if you had like a score sheet, you could do this a lot faster than the way I'm doing it, to be honest. 62 blank. Maddox 62 is a strikeout. So it's another 1-2-3 inning by Greg Maddox. And the Pirates have not figured out how to get a hit off of this guy yet. Not yet anyways. Alright. So it takes us halfway home. 1-0. Tomlin's keeping him in the game here. Sammy Sosa 0 for 2. 12 out. 20 is a line out to... He is going to be a right-hander, so it's going to be liner to third. Third base. So Sosa's out. Brings up Mark Grace, 1 for 2 with a single. 1-1. And the same thing. 1 to 6 is a single. Our modifier dice says nope. It is going to be a walk plus. So he's going to get a walk. And then he's going to try to steal. He's got a stolen base of 17. We already looked earlier. And 19. He has thrown out Mike Laviere. Catches him stealing. You're out of there. So the defense for the Pirates keeping them in this game. 7 hits so far for the Cubs. Only 1 by the Pirates, but it's only 1-0. Ryan Sandberg. 52. We know what 52 is. It's an error check. Ooh, 66. It's going to be shortstop this time. That's going to be Jay Bell. He's got an error of 5. That is a 9. So he's going to make the play, and that's going to do it. And Maddox, how many batters can he face? Oh, 33. 6-6 is the wrong time to roll that. You want 6-6 when you got a big hitter up. All right, Randy Tomlin. He is. He's gonna have to. He'll probably pitch another inning or two. So he'll bat. Oh, that's an out. 19. Fly ball to right. 108. Top of the lineup, Kirk Gibson. Let's get off the snide, Mr. Gibson. 2-2. Nope, that's an out. He only batted 196 on the season. 8 is a fly ball to center. Oop. I hit right field, but we're just going to change that to center field. So 2 away, and brings up Jay Bell, the only man with the hit so far in the first inning, a double. 23 is a strikeout. So another 1-2-3 inning by Maddox. And Maddox is only having an average day too. So, all right, Dawson 2 for 2. 2 singles on the day for Dawson. 21 strikeout on a 1-5. That's a 10, so it's not a strikeout. Instead, it's an out of 1, which is going to be just a ground out to the pitcher. And that is number 1. Okay, so. And Hector Villanueva, 152. He's 0 for 2. 16, Steve Wright, 3 called. Tomlin pitching a heck of a game here. And that is 2 strikeouts of Hector Villanueva. Salazar, 1 for 2 with a single. 52 is an error check. 22 is second base, and he's going to make it, as that's Jose Lind again. Lind with only an error of 2. Very solid defender. At second base, doesn't make many bad throws. So we are going to the top of the 7th. Still only 1-0. 1 swing of the bat, and we are tied after it's 7 hits for the Cubs, 1 for the Pirates here. Andy Van Slyke can do it too. 65, and he's going to get a home run check off the pitcher. 65-year home run checks off the pitchers. So each pitcher has a home run check. And for Maddox, on a average day, it's a 1 or 2, and that's a 20 on the modifier dice, so he does not give up the home run. And that's just going to be a fly ball caught by the center fielder. Indeed, center field, Van Slyke almost tied this bad boy up. Well, here's somebody that can tie it up. Mr. Barry Bonds. Oh, Barry, where have you been? 23 is a strikeout on Bonds' card. 2A for Orlando Merced. 56 is blank. We go to Maddox. 56 is a Steve Wright, 3 outside corner strikeout of Merced. It's another 1-2-3 inning. All right, let's see if Tomlin can keep things going here in the bottom of the 7th. 20 batters. He's faced 28 when he hits Jerome Watton. So we're going to have to make a change here If anyone gets on, 4-5 is blank. Tomlin 45 is out. 11 ground out to third base. 108 for Chico Walker. Maddox, he's going to go another inning. So he'll bat 21. And Steve Reich, 3 called. So Tomlin, 3 strikeouts. And only 1 walk. Not bad for Tomlin. That brings up Jerome Walton, who's 0 for 3. 54. And 54 is a special chart. So there's a special chart you have for 54. And this is where you get wild pitches, pass balls, but if there's no one on, we do get the modifier dice, and that says 5. It's going to be a 5 ball. And we rolled a 5, so that's going to be a 5 ball to right field. And now we're going to roll versus his error check. If it's an error, we go to the exotic error chart. So the right fielder is going to be Kirk Gibson. He's got a 0, so no error as Gibson makes the catch on. So this is where you get your unusual plays, but 9 times out of 10, if you got men on base, this is where you get wild pitches and pass ball attempts. But that's going to be a fly ball to right. And Gibson almost trips over his own feet, but makes the catch out there. And we are going to the 8th inning. Still 1-0 here in Chicago. Maddox can go 33 batters. He's only faced 18, 19, 23. So he might get a whole complete game out of this if the Pittsburgh don't start getting some hits off him. Steve Michelle, 61 blank. Maddox, C. Right 3. Curveball in there. Steve Right 3. That is back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. 3 in a row for Maddox. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the day. Mike Lavier, and he is 0 for 1 with a walk. 61 blank. Again, that is a strikeout. That is 4 in a row for Maddox. And the hometown Chicago Cubs are on their feet, giving Maddox standing ovation every time he strikes out a batter. 2 away for Jeff King. We're in the top of the 8th. 41 is going to be a walk. So Maddox allows his first base runner since the second inning, because he walked someone in the second. So first base runner since the second inning, and that is Jeff King. That brings up the pitcher spot. So we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in. Pinch hitter is coming in. Who is it going to be is the question. I need to get my cards out, don't I? Right. So these are all the Cubs. Right. I have not separated. Okay. So Maddox is a right-hander. Oh, you know what? All those error checks, and Jose Lind isn't even in the game. Nope. At second base, it's going to be Orlando Merced. I think is at second, right? No, it's... Who's at second today? Jeff King's at second. So let's see if that would have changed anything. He has a error. Oh, he's got an error of 0, and even better. Okay. So it wouldn't have changed anything. Because Jose Lind is actually not even playing. So who is going to be... Hell, they don't have very many lefties. Looks like it's going to be Cecil Espy is going to come in. Cecil Espy's coming in. So let's make the change here. Pinch hitter, Espy. Okay. We're in the, what are we in? We're in the top of the 8th inning. 2 outs. Man on first. Cecil Espy. 53. That's going to be a range check. We're going to be throwing a range check. 65 is going to be short. And the shortstop is going to be Luis Salazar. He's got a range of 11. That is at 15. He did not get to it. And that is going to be a single. What do we roll? We rolled a 65. A single, 1 star, plus to center field. 1 base. So a single and 1 base advance by everyone. So Espy comes in and gets the second hit for the Pirates. And that's going to bring up Kirk Gibson. Kirk Gibson only hit 2 home runs in the regular season. 5 RBIs, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. He only played in 16 games. I think he was injured or something. We have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Gibson could be the hero for the Pirates. All he has to do is make one simple swing and hit it on the button. 33, which is normally a good on just about every batter, except for when you bat 196. 33 is an out, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. Gibson going deep, but not deep enough. So, got a new pitcher coming in for the Pirates. Yes, I know. Thank you. That pitcher is going to be... It's going to be new pitcher. Really? New pitcher. Nope. Alright. Patience, my friends out there. Patience. And a player. It's going to be... Oh. Belinda, Stan, the man. And Stan? What is Stan? Is he a lefty or righty? Let's look. Hopefully I got his card. He's a right-hander. Okay, I do have his card. So Stan Belinda is going to come in. Alrighty. So right-hander. Okay. We're going to save roster. Okay. Now we go back. New pitcher. And he's going to bat 9th. Alright, so Stan Belinda in. He'll be facing off against Sosa, Grace, and Sandberg. The heart of the Cubs lineup. It is 1-0. The Pirates had a golden opportunity in the 8th inning. Couldn't capitalize on it, unfortunately. So Sosa's 0 for 3. 35 blank. Oh, wait. Nope. No roll. Well, we'll keep this as a roll, but we have to find out Stan Belinda, what kind of day is he having? He's having a day. All right, so 35 on the A is an out. Okay. So it will be a pop-up to the catcher. Popped him up over here. Popped him up to the catcher. Thank you. All right, so that was a little weird, but we got it. And it looks like Greg Maddux might be going for the complete game here. So, Grace, 1 for 2 with the walk, as you guys can see that. Mark Grace, 34, blank, and Belinda. Remember that 34? I don't know how many times does that 34 come up, but 34 on Belinda is an out. But it's not an out on Tomlin's card because it's been single, single, single every time. So Belinda will get the out, and the out is a 3. He's a lefty, so it's going to be ground ball down to first. And that brings up Sandberg. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-0 Cubs. 65 is going to be a check on the pitcher. So 1-14 would be a home run off of Stan Belinda, even if you're having a good day. If he's having a normal day, it's 1-17. If he's having a bad day, it'd be a 1-20. But a 1-14, that is a 20. So that is not. He gives up lots of home runs, I guess, but not this time. As Sandberg gets under that one. And airmails that one into center field, and the Cubs are 3 outs away. Here comes Maddux. He's going to be facing off against the heart of the Pirates, Bell, Van Slyke, and Bonds. Jay Bell, one of the 2 hits today. He also has 2 strikeouts. Can Greg Maddux get the complete game 2-hit shutout for the Cubs? 64 is blank. Maddux, 64 is out. 5. And he's a righty, so it's going to be a ground ball to third. 1 out. Andy Van Slyke. Let's see. Maddux, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. It's 4 in a row, too. Andy Van Slyke, 21 is a strikeout. Speaking of strikeouts. And that brings up Mr. Barry Bonds' last hope for the Pirates. But one swing of the bat, he can do it. He's 2 strikeouts and a ground ball to the pitcher. 4-4, and that's going to be a double by Bonds. And that one hits the top of the wall. He was just 3 yards from tying this ball game up. 3 feet from tying this one up. But he's now at second base. A base hit will score him with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Maddux still trying to go for the shutout. Orlando Merced, 247 average on the season. 0 for 3 on the day. 16 is a fly ball. That one's headed out to left field. Jerome Walton back in the corner and reaches up and makes the catch. And the ball game is over here in Wrigleyville. The Cubs are going to take this one home. And Mr. Greg Maddux is going to take home the win today. A complete 3-hit shutout win, as a matter of fact. Yeah, sure, just save it. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's export this. We don't have... we got to create this team? Really? Hang on a second. So this is Pittsburgh. P-I-T. Pittsburgh. And they were playing Chicago National League. Home field for Pittsburgh. Yeah, what is their home field? It's called Three Rivers Stadium. What the frick? Come on, backspace. Should have just... 3. And they're in the National League East. right? Yes. The Cubs are in the East as well. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Chicago, create this team. Okay, and this is going to be Wrigley Field. National League East. Okay. Alrighty. Well, sorry guys. Had to do that so I didn't mess up. Robbie Wartburg, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. No, we don't want to restart yet. So this is, what is this? This is game 17. Alright. We'll keep that. We'll, actually not do that. What we'll do is we'll create a screenshot of this. There we go. Alrighty. So game number 17's in the books. Not a very good day for the Pirates as they fall to the Cubs. And this is game number 17. They actually won this game in real life 1-0, believe it or not. So interesting. In our replay, they lost. The Pirates had 4 hits, 1 run, and no errors. And the Cubs had no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. And those hits came from, let's see, Jerome Walton got a hit, Sammy Sosa got a hit, and Ryan Sandberg got a hit. And these are the only hits. For the Pirates, it was Jay Bell got a hit, Andy Van Slyke got a hit, Barry Bonds got a hit, and Jeff King got a hit. So, let's see. Jay Bell got a hit? Yes. Andy Van Slyke got a hit? No. So, Van Slyke did not get a hit like he did in real life. Jeff King, he got a walk instead of a hit. That's pretty much, it's funny. A lot of people are like, well, I only want to play a baseball system if it's pretty realistic. Well, it's pretty much followed along with exactly what happened in real life. That is game number 17. We got game number 18. I think it's a 3 or 4 game series against the Cubs. It is a 3 game series, so 1 more against the Cubs. And then we go to Cincinnati to play the Reds. So 1 more at Chicago, and then 2 at Cincinnati, and then 3 at Houston before we go back home. Alrighty, so thanks to Robbie Wartburg and Tribe Fan 879, Iturian Hobbyist, Dave Little, and Southpaw, everyone else that came out tonight. I do appreciate it very, very much. It's good to see you all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are with the setup. I don't know if it's worth spending the time to get this set up the way it is, but I might just keep score pen and paper. Maybe. I like using the bowl score because that way it keeps better stats for us, but we're already 17, 18 games in. Thanks to the screw up of Stratomatic. I don't know. Yeah, but it's fun playing Fall Classic. I haven't played it for a while. I've been really dying to play it again. So it's good to get it back out on the table. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Till then, take care. Have a good night.